join spinning the screen. Hello, everybody. My name is Sydney O'Dwyer. Initially, I was a music ed student, but instead I changed directions for Spanish and music PA. So I'm here today to perform and present my senior composition. I decided to combine both of my degrees for this project. So today we'll be looking at a short story written by Ramon Gomez de la Serna. Serna was born in 1888 and he died in 1963. He published his work in 1928 in the weekly periodical La Esfera. Mr. Serna was known for his vegarias, which are aphoristic statements that combine humor and metaphor. An example of this would be, the couple of eggs we eat look like identical twins, but they're not even third cousins. So just as a warning for anyone that wants to seek out the original story, there is some outdated language that is problematic. It was not okay language then, nor is it now. However, this was normalized at the time of this publication. Before we begin, I would also like to thank everybody that is here today, including my committee of Dr. Speraza, Professor Cowan, and Dr. Mandrell. I would like to thank Asher as well for helping me so much with scheduling the rehearsals and making sure we had everything we needed for this performance. And finally, I would like to thank my musicians. So on first clarinet, we have Vlad Dinich. We have on second clarinet, Jessica Rosen, Emily Perez on third clarinet, and Dave Tuttle on bass clarinet. There will be a short Q&A after the performance. Thank you for sticking around. With folding screens that were gifts from the Emperor of Japan. An aquarium with bluish glass sat atop a little table where the most fantastic fish in the world swam about in it as if it were its palace. Anyone could see that the focus of that room was that aquarium. In the dreamy, peaceful salon in Rio de Janeiro, everything was aglow. The luminous aquarium was like a symbol for mystery and adoration. Contented, quiet, and Doña Leah, silent and doll-like, were satisfied in their wealth. They felt a peace, a fruitful silence, and abundantly supplied in coffee fields, rich in roots, manure harvests. Don Americo and Doña Leah had no more responsibility than to interrupt what was spreading in the atmosphere, like an abundance of rain on a clear and radiant day. birds? Amico, I hope you will be more polite. You already know that His Excellency Don Reynaldo dos Santos will be coming for dinner tonight. I know, but your stillness is too much. Rock, when so well groomed and perfumed, rock in your rocking chair. It stirs the air with your scent. Doña Leah moved a little through the room, passing the branches, flowers, and ornamental inlay drawn on the walls and folding screens. She stirred a breeze that excited everyone. Do you know the sign that a fish gave us? Asked Don Americo. Which? Replied Doña Leah. The dollar sign, the demonic S. As if our fish were a capitalist fish. Dusk arrived, and Doña Leah lit so many lamps as if in a theater, inserting plugs in all the walls and bringing to light the most beautiful waxen rose-colored screens. A bell rang in the back of the house. They could hear the clapper of a cane and the copper bell, and a little after that, on the rug of the hallway, soft steps were heard. A servant who stood on the threshold of the room with glowing white gloves announced the name of their guest. His Excellency Don Reynaldo dos Santos de Albuquerque de Silva. Like birds chirping upon finding themselves in the same tree, the three exchanged courtesies, greetings, and excellencies. His Excellency Don Reynaldo dos Santos wore an impeccable dinner jacket, and in his shirt front he sported an ostentatious, authentic purple. Don Reynaldo started to caress the screens as if they were small children's caps, and he copiously praised all the wealth on display in the salon of Doña Leah and Don Americo. Upon seeing the fish, he was taken aback as if he had found one of those unique jewelry items that are displayed in the main showcases in museums. But what kind of fish is this? He questioned, staring before the rainbow hues it was flirting beneath his eyes, giving off opaline bubbles while it grinned with irony as though it were a superior fish. Ah, this fish is a rare and magic fish, said the pensive Don Domenico. Don Reynaldo watched the bottom of the aquarium like a bird that only looks with one eye to better see what falls under its sight. A fish like this has never been seen before, Your Excellency, added Dona Leah, increasing the intensity of his eye. The fish moved in the water as though it were a purse made of diamonds and sapphires mounted over a gold mesh. This fish, insisted Don Domenico, is a unique fish from India that needed 100 years of crossbreeding and special care in order for it to have such beautiful shades of color. It has consumed the lives of a father, a son, and a grandson dedicated to adding to its perfection. If we told you what it cost, you would be dumbfounded. 5,000 pesos, declared Dona Leah, leaning towards her guests. Then the face of His Excellency became increasingly enigmatic and malicious, as if harboring the idea of crime. His little mustache stood out on his face, and his smile was becoming increasingly malign. Don Domenico and Dona Leah watched grabbed hold of the fish, and in the blink of an eye, zap! He swallowed the extraordinary fish, the remarkable fish, the delicate century-old filigree. Oh! Ah! Don Reinaldo heard two men's exclamations of fear, and saw in the mirror Don Americo and Don Julius standing still in horror. Having done that audacious deed, like someone who had swallowed up the whole box of pills instead of the small pill indicated, Don Reinaldo smiled again, satisfied. But what have you done, Your Excellency? But how could you have done that, Your Excellency? They questioned one after another, with utter incomprehension. Don Reinaldo, full of cynicism, responded, "A 5,000 peso fish! This is a great stroke of fortune! Do you believe that I have never found myself a fish like that? I will tell everyone in all parts of the world about the most glorious misdeed of my life, to have eaten up a 5,000 peso fish." Don Americo was astonished and indignant. He moved towards him with the gesture of the king of a tribe that throws a lawbreaker out of the town, and, pointing his finger at the door, told him, "Leave! You've eaten in my house for the last time." "Thank you very much," responded Don Reinaldo. "This delicious appetizer was enough to take away my appetite. Thank you very much." And Don Reinaldo disappeared into the shadow of the hallway. No, I was guessing too loud.
Is that it?